It's on 3. Aha, the word is it's. Correct. 3, the number. And that's it. Final repetition.
Okay.
Let's go. Just a second. There we go.
It's been 3 weeks since Axel was born.
Action.
Access?
Close. That word is the name of the baby. What's the baby's name?
Alexis?
Another variation. The previous pronunciation, the first pronunciation you told me, is closer. Can you repeat the first pronunciation you gave me?
I guess was access.
Aha! Change the last letter.
Axel?
Yes, sir. Very good phonetic comprehension. Excellent. Axel. So that's one of the abilities you can make. Axel is not in the dictionary, right? But phonetics are there. We need to understand phonetics concepts, and we are talking 3, born. So we are talking about the baby.
It has?
It has. You are correct. Let me help you. The contraction it's is a contraction for it has. Everybody take a note, eh? This contraction, not the verb to be, eh? This is it has. Okay?
Okay.
That's my help. But don't worry, brother. Let's keep it like that in a moment. Let's go now to Brian. Can you complete the sentence, Brian?
Yeah, I have a question with the word Axel. I have Axel space born.
Axel.
And you have 2 spaces. Is that correct? 2 spaces between Axel and born?
You are right. Just one. The second space is here.
Yeah. It's been 3 weeks since Axel was born.
It's been 3 weeks since Axel was born. That is the father speaking, whose name is Ross. Very good, Brian. So you used Benji's information to understand the context and talk about the baby. Right? How do you gossip this, man?
Ross said that it's been 3 weeks since Axel was born.
Final answer?
It had been.
Okay. Complete idea?
Ross said that it had been 3 weeks since Axel was born. Have yeah, have.
Have or have?
No, have
Okay.
A D. Yeah, final answer.
Final answer.
Yeah.
You are 50% correct, man.
Ah, why?
Yes, you're 50% correct. The verb was, should go, to, had been.
Oh, yeah.
Because we are talking about past before past. So here the correction should be
Axel.
complete idea.
Ross said that it has been 2 weeks since Axel had been born.
Exactly. That's the one. Yes, sir. All right, Brian, so that was a good shot. We need to check verbs. Identifying the verb is the most important part in this level. All right, but don't worry, that was a good shot. Let's pass to the next. Open the next idea. Elsie.
Was born, and my mom is ready to meet baby Axel.
Wait.
Yeah, sure.
And my mom is ready to meet baby Axel.
Good. No problem. So he repeated the name, right? That was the idea. Good job. Okay.
Is correct or?
Totally correct.
Okay.
Totally correct. That was complete.
Is it correct? Is it correct?
Is it correct? Exactly. Good question.
Okay.
How do you gossip this?
His mom? No. No, yeah. His mom? No. No. Sorry. What is the... He said
Good.
that his mom was ready to meet baby Axel.
Final answer?
Wait.
Yes, of course.
He said that his mom was ready to meet. Yes.
That answer is correct. Good job. Good job. Let me go for my extra points book. Just a second. This is right here. Yes, sir. Good job, Elsie. You have an extra point. It happened. Yes. Today is May 11, 2022. Good job, Elsie. Very good job. Let's pass to the next. Open the next idea. Caesar. Let's go.
It's been 3 weeks since Axel was born, and my mom is ready to meet baby Axel. She's beyond eager, and she's on her...
That.
She is beyond eager.
Good. Okay, can you repeat that?
She is beyond bigger.
Okay, that one is We need to check that one. Okay, second repetition.
On her way to meet baby Axel. She's beyond eager.
Eager. She is beyond eager.
That's correct. Eager, do you remember what is eager?
Yeah.
What is it?
Synonym for nervous, for example.
Exactly. Nervous, but no, anxious. Anxious. Because nervous is like negative, but anxious is like super happy for something, like expecting something. Nervous is like a negative feeling. The mother is not, is happy, no? It's the contrary.
Yeah.
So she's beyond eager.
Easy peasy.
Okay. Much confidence. I'm taking notes, just a second. Good. Gossip.
Okay. He said that he was beyond eager.
Come on, that was very easy. Is that final answer?
Yes.
You are totally correct. That's another extra point. That was too easy, Caesar. What happened?
Come on, teacher.
Come on.
No.
Jesus Christ, Caesar. Very good. Very good. Let's pass to the next. Go open the next one. Hector.
And she's on her ready to meet baby Axel. She's beyond eager, and she's on her way to Miami to meet him.
She's on
Yes.
to Miami. Meet him.
Very good, eh? Wow, okay. We have very important information here. Okay, second repetition.
She's beyond eager, and she's on her way to Miami to meet him.
Why? Why to Miami?
But pronunciation, brother.
Why?
Why? Because why is a question.
Okay.
Right? And way is a concept.
Is way to Miami to meet him.
Very good. In the audio, Ross pronounces to meet him. Meet him.
To meet him.
No, which is really quick. And it's
Way to Miami to meet him.
Exactly. The affectation is on the letter T. Meet him. Final repetition.
She's beyond eager, and she's on her way to Miami to meet him.
Okay. Is and the cheese.
And she's. Come on, brother. The opportunity for an extra point. Complete the idea. You can.
No, teacher. That's all.
Really? No, you're gonna give up?
No.
Remember your idols.
I think it's on here, and she's on her way.
And she's on her way. Aha, and this is extra.
think.
And she's on her way to Miami to meet him. That's it. That's it.
Bro?
Hector. You see? And you were saying no, teacher, next. No, come on. This is your extra point.
Okay.
Don't sacrifice your extra point. That's your opportunity. What other gossip?
Okay. He say. Okay, so he say that she is on her way to Miami to meet him. Only meet is okay.
Final answer?
Meet. Yes, final answer.
Oh, that is incomplete because it was so good. When we have Miami to meet him, she's on her way. She is not in this moment. If we are talking about the gossip, it happened in the past. So she said that she
was.
Exactly, complete idea.
She was. He said that she was on her way to Miami. Meet him.
Yes, sir. That is the correct answer. So, but I saw you having questions with the verb meet. No?
Yes. The meet is in past.
Nope. That's an excellent question. Okay. After connector to, never use a verb in past.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Is to meet him.
No. Again, after connector to, never use verb in past. No verbs in past with connector to. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Let me help you with a little list. If we go through infinitive verbs, an infinitive verb is a basic form of the verb look. Decided to go, never to went. We all wanted to have in simple form, never to had in past. Wanted the children to learn, never learned. Every time you have connector to, you need a verb in simple form. No changes, no past, no future. To take, to stay, to ring. Do you understand now? So to met is incorrect. That's the point.
Okay.
Do you get it? Yes. Do you get it? Or no?
Okay, in this case, is on her way to Miami, meet him.
No. Connector 2 is
O sea,
necessary.
to see it's necessary too.
Yes, of course. The original idea is 2. So you cannot eliminate 2.
Okay, the verb is infinitive.
With connector 2, necessary the verb infinitive or simple form. Yes. Do you want to ask a question in Spanish?
Yes.
Yes, question in Spanish.
No.
A ver, pregunta en español. O sea, ¿cuál es tu pregunta en español?
No, o sea, ya entendí. O sea, que el conector to es necesario, pero el verbo debe de ser entonces en presente.
Ok, ahí te va otra vez. Una cosa es presente y una cosa es forma infinitiva o simple form. A mí me gusta llamarlo forma simple, porque infinitivo suena como medio raro. ¿Okay? El verbo en presente es un verbo que cambia cuando usas he, she, it. Por ejemplo, I meet, you meet, and she meets. Que en español sería yo conozco, ella conoce, nosotros conocemos. Right? Eso es la conjugación. Cuando le pones la S, se convierte en un verbo en presente. Entonces, no es lo mismo decir presente que simple form, porque no es lo mismo decir conozco que conocer. Ok,
Entonces
conocer.
entonces es meet.
Right, pero ¿entendiste por qué?
Sí. Sí, es que yo estaba, o sea, no puede ser después de tú, no puede ser el verbo en pasado.
Exacto.
En este caso debe de quedar siempre en infinitivo.
Correcto. Porque el verbo en pasado le da otro significado y el verbo en presente tampoco puede ser porque si tenemos she, que en este caso es she was on her way, no podemos decir meets con la S al final. Ahí estaríamos conjugando, ella viene en camino a conoce. A conoce el bebé. Suena raro, right? A conocer. Infinitivo, simple form. Meet. ¿Sí me entendiste? Porque la diferencia entre infinitive y present. Es muy fácil confundirlo en inglés, porque en inglés es la misma pronunciación. Presente, meet. Infinitivo, meet. Chale, entonces, ¿cuál es cuál? Right? Entonces tenemos que pensar en esos dos como independientes. Uno es el presente y el otro es el simple form. Y siempre que uses connector to, usa tu verbo en simple form. No importa en qué tiempo estés hablando. Good job. All right. Let's go to the next. Okay, Benji, you're back.
Since Pal and I have been married, this is the first time our mothers are going to meet.
Action.
The first time my mothers To meet.
Uh-huh. The first time. The third. Mothers is correct. Aye. Closed. Repeat. Repeat, Benji. One more time.
Okay.
$463. Okay. Action.
It's been 3 going to meet. So I've been married. This is the he's on her way to Miami to meet him. Since Pal and I have been married, this is the first time our mothers are going to meet.
Action.
The first time. His mothers to meet.
That's the one. His mothers. His mothers. His is a possessive for him.
For him.
There's no match.
Here. Her mother. Her mother.
Her mother. The problem is that it's mothers, plural. How many mothers do you have?
Our mothers.
Good job, man. Of course, because it's my mother and Pao's mothers.
Yes, correct.
2 mothers. Okay, let's repeat.
Since Pal and I have been married, this is the first time our mothers are going to meet.
The power of the maid? No.
Impossible because pronunciation, power.
Oh.
Yeah, power. So power doesn't match. Extra repetition for you, slow. Okay, let's check how much we can get.
Okay.
I've been married, and she's on her way to Miami to meet him. Since Pal and I have been married, this is the first time our mothers are going to meet.
No, no.
No. No problem, brother. Let's keep it over there. Let's pass to Brian. What do you have?
It's difficult.
Yes, it is.
After the comma, this is the first time our mothers are going to meet. But before the comma is the difficult part.
That's the difficult part. The context of the conversation is in the first section. The first part is the when. Okay. We have the when. Okay, let's listen again.
So, since Pal and I have been married, this is the first time our mothers are going to meet.
Okay. So we got married or not?
Yeah, I'm a calculating. I'm making calculations. Okay, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, wait a second. Wait a second. Yes, give me. I'm not ChatGPT.
So is the first word we
Eliminate
got
so.
married. No, it's not so. And we got married.
The word married is correct. The word married is correct, but that's
Just
the only word.
married.
You are inventing now, so let's go to the repetition.
Okay.
Since Pal and I have been married, this is the first time our mothers are going to meet.
Since
Good. It's not so. Since.
and there is a p sound.
Correct. Uh-huh. Yes, yes, yes.
I don't know which word. Since
I don't want to help you, man, because it's too easy. Final repetition. If you don't get in your final repetition, I help you.
Yeah.
Okay? Let's go.
That's it. Okay.
Since Pal and I have been married, this is the first time our mothers are going to meet.
Caesar is almost correct. You're very close.
No, I give up.
You give up. So, Brian, who are married?
They.
They who?
Ross.
And
Pau.
that's a p sound that you detected.
I didn't see the.
You didn't see the name.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you were very, very close, right? We need to mentalize names too, similar to what happened to Axel, baby Axel.
Well, I didn't know her name.
Yes, you
Actually.
knew. Yes, you knew. We saw it in the context class.
Yeah.
Sorry, sorry. You are very close. I'm checking the because you can write on the chat, guys. If you have an idea, you can pass the answer in the chat. Nobody else can see it. Only I can see the chat. So you can give me your answer if you have it. In this case, Cesar, check your time. That's the sentence, and Brian, check it out. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Elsie. Let's go.
I heard been before married.
Been before, eliminate before. That one is right. What else?
I'm not sure about had. Have. Have.
Have or have, in present or in past?
In present.
You are so close. Because he doesn't really pronounce the complete
Yes,
have.
I heard since bow and I.
Yeah.
Apostrophe. I've.
That's it. Only pronunciation is not necessary to give me the apostrophe. If you say I've, only this word sounds like that. I understand.
Oh.
You are correct, Elsie. Good job. Good job. Caesar got it, exactly. But he never pronounced it have. Never. He pronounced since Pao and I've been.
I've been.
Let's analyze it slowly.
When I've been married, she's on her way to Miami to meet him. Since Pal and I have been married,
Since bow I have been married.
That's correct. Since Pao and I, that's why. Good job. Caesar, this point was mine. I'm sorry, man. That was so close. Elsie, your turn.
He said that. Oh, he said that.
What's up?
Wait.
Okay.
He said that no. Oh,
You can do this. You can do this.
he said that those was the first time that the mothers were going to meet since they had been married.
Wow, very good. Very good structure, eh? The construction is really nice put. Make a little verification.
He said that those are I have doubts with those.
Why?
I'm not sure if it's the right word. I was thinking in this.
You're. Don't worry. Don't worry. Let's keep it over there and let's give it a 50%, correct? Because the second one was the second part was good. Since they have been married, you changed have been to have been. So that section was good. The issue is exactly the word that you are saying. So let's go through a little chart to understand it. It's plural versus singular. Okay? If you talk Plural is these and those. These is pronounced with E, which is the intense E. E. These. Actually, with vibration. These. Okay? The singular one is this with a normal E and S. Exactly. The contrary for this is that. You are totally correct. So the mistake was here. Those has no relation with the word this. So, correction.
He said that. He said that. That?
That.
Is not,
Correct.
is it strange?
No.
No?
Because you can give a different intonation, and you can say, she said that was the first time. You know, you can divide the ideas properly, and it sounds good.
He said that was the first time that their mothers were going to meet since had been married.
Who?
Since they had been married.
Exactly. That was the correct one, girl.
I guess that is not problem if I change the order.
The order. That was a very good observation. Caesar had the same question. Yes, there's no issue because we are not changing the order. The word since is something called a conjunction. Okay? And something important in the next classes, we are going to see conjunctions. A conjunction is a connector for two ideas. For example, we have if, we have since, and we have again. So in this case, so doesn't is not in this list. There are some conjunctions that you can change, and others that you cannot change. Another example is if, since, and although, for example.
Or?
Can you repeat? Or no, or in this, not in this list.
For.
For is not a conjunction, no? It's a preposition.
Whether, teacher?
Whether is very complex for whether you like it or no, it's gonna be super complex. However is a no, doesn't it you cannot change it. No, it's in a specific list and it's in the next classes. Don't worry about it. Okay, yeah, it's next classes. The point is that if, since, and although can change. If I study suspensive points, since I have been married and although I don't like sushi, for example. Okay, let's talk about that. The second part, these words, which are pink as an dependent clause, they depend on the next idea. They depend on this section. If I study, the consequence is I'll pass the exam. Okay? Since I have been married, I don't talk to my ex. And although I don't like sushi, I order it very often. Do you remember what is although? What is although in Spanish?
Aunque.
Excellent. Although is aunque. So this particular list doesn't happen anything or they don't get affected if you switch it. I'll pass the exam if I study. I don't talk to my ex since I have been married. And I don't eat very often, although I don't like sushi. You can even change it. I don't like it for sushi. I order sushi very often, although I don't like it. And it's the same idea. So contrasting with or, but, so. These connectors cannot be changed. Okay? These cannot be switched. But these can be switched. So my point in this case is there is a specific list of connectors that you can switch, and there is a specific list of connectors that you cannot switch. In this case, your answer, Elsie, was a good shot. Okay? In the future, I will teach you all the specific lists of connectors that you can switch and you cannot. Okay? Oh, in this list, we can include that, where, when, all the connectors from the previous classes. You cannot switch this. That's a mental note. Right? Let's go through the last one. Right? Open the next idea. Brian, help me here.
This is the first time our mothers are going to meet. So I'm hoping that things go well.
You know what? Oh wait, Brian participated, no? So we need to go through Caesar. Give us a minute, Brian. Caesar, help me with this.
Okay.
Our mothers are going to meet. So I'm hoping that things go well.
So I hoping that go up.
Go what?
Go up.
Okay. Repetition.
Time our mothers are going to meet. So I'm hoping that things go well.
Okay, so I'm hoping that things go up.
Correct. That was too easy again. How do you go like this?
Okay, he said that he was hoping that things go up, that thing. Yeah.
Final answer?
Yes.
So sure. Wow. You have very much conviction. Are you sure?
Yes, super sure. No. See, yes.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. That was an incorrect button. It was this button. I'm sorry. Yes. He said that he was hoping that things went up, brother. We don't have the connector too.
Yeah.
We are talking about verbs in yeah, we don't have the connector too, and this is the principal verb.
Yes.
Also, I am hoping, well, this section was correct. The was hoping, that's perfect. So only this one. This one was the incorrect one. Jesus, man, that's why I ask you, are you sure? Verify it, man. Okay,
Has
let's
fun.
go. Have a fun. Hell no, there's no half in this. Okay, the last one. Go open the next one. Benji.
You know this is going to work, right?
Gina, this is to work.
Okay. That's it. Do you want to listen again?
Mm, the last word is what?
Impossible. You cannot finish a question using what.
Okay.
Let's listen again.
Time.
You know this is going to work, right?
This is going to work great.
And the last one is not great.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Final repetition.
You know this is going to work, right?
Gina?
Gina. Gina. No, nobody's Gina. So, no, that name is a strange person. Okay, well, guys, if you need to, yes, Caesar is celebrating. One person got it correct, so please check it because we have a getter today. Hector, your turn.
You know this is going to work, right?
You don't?
Okay.
You
okay. Like this.
I also understand the same of Benji. Great. Great.
Okay. You are so close because the pronunciation is very similar to great, but you need to check the phonetic A is incorrect, and the G, the G, she never says G. The second one is correct. We have two people with the correct idea, guys. Come on. Hector, second repetition.
Well.
You know this is going to work, right?
Okay, yes. You know this is going to work.
Excellent, excellent. You're very close, man.
You know. No.
No?
Last chance.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. Just a second because I'm checking gossips. Here we go. Okay, last chance.
Well,
You know how this is going to work, right?
Okay. You know, all, pero no. Okay, if you know how
Good.
this is going
Yes.
to work.
Pronunciation, brother.
You know how how
Again?
you know how this is
How? Exactly. We saw in previous classes the difference between how and how. This is how,
sounds
How?
and this is how.
how
How?
We need to open more. How?
this is how okay how
Exactly.
okay you
And the
know how this
mysterious
is
word.
going to work. No, right? I understand great.
We continue with great. Exactly. So we need to eliminate the great. Of course, we cannot say great in an interrogative way. Great
No,
is like an exclamation, like fantastic, great. So it's impossible to make an interrogation. Great. Do you have any other clue? No more?
no more.
No more. Come on, man. Caesar.
Okay. You know how this is going to work great?
But you said the same as Hector. Great.
No, yeah. Yeah, you told me. Correct.
Wait. No, it's not great. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I was thinking in a different idea. I read incorrectly.
Oh
It's
no.
not great, brother. I'm sorry. The rest is correct.
Okay.
The rest is perfect except that one.
One more time,
Okay.
because I have the other word, but
Okay.
I
Let's
I
listen.
need to listen.
go well.
You know how this is going to work, right?
Right?
Exactly. The word is right. Right. Ta-da! That was the mysterious word. It was impossible that it's great because great is not interrogative. No, it's a surprise. It's like amazing, great, fantastic. So that was the thing, right? Gossip.
Okay.
Go, Caesar.
She told him.
She. Exactly, not he. Very good.
She told him that he knew how that was going to work, right?
How that is? Did you say?
How that was going to
Was going to work.
great,
Right.
right, right.
Okay. Final answer?
No.
Check it, brother. Check it, check it, check it. Give me the
Uh,
gossips, guys. While
mm,
Caesar passes, send me the gossips on the chat.
I no told it's not possible because She no orderer.
She didn't order, but she didn't communicate. What did she do?
Okay. I took my instructor handbook. He suggested.
He suggested. Interesting. He suggested. She suggested him.
Suggested no. Oh yeah. I don't know because I have a question.
Exactly. Yes, brother.
She asked he?
Exactly. Asked he or him?
Him.
Okay.
She asked him that he knew how that was going to work, right? Yeah.
Good. Final answer.
Yes.
Brother. Really?
Oh my gosh, no.
Let's finish it here. The expression, man. The connector for a gossip, when it's a question, is either if or WH.
Oh my god,
Exactly, you are checking it. Exactly, yes. Yes, it's formula number 3, brother. Because we have the how. And the connector how is connector number 3. The connector that is for formula 1. And the connector if is for formula 2, for yes or no questions. We are using number 3, the WH word. So you need to eliminate the that he. No, actually we need to use the double. Look at this. She asked him if he knew how that was going to work. And we eliminate right because right is a filler. Do you remember what is a filler?
Yes.
Right is a filler.
What is that? I don't listen to you the
last part. The word right is a filler. Do you remember fillers?
Yeah, so.
Fillers are like but, like. Right is a filler. So, and you need to eliminate that information. That's not relevant to the gossip.
Yes.
That was a thing, man.
That emotion blinded me.
The emotion blinded you, exactly. That was too much excitement.
Yeah, so. I'm saying, oh my gosh, the other point, enough.
Yes, but bro, I am so happy that you are finally using your structure handbook. That's precisely the point. That is the material.
Yes,
exactly, man. This is the difference. And you can understand the concepts, you can understand everything if you have the manual with you. So, very good job, guys. Excellent practice. I will see you on Monday. Have a very good weekend and enjoy. Okay?
Thank you, teacher.
See you later, guys. See you later.
Nice weekend.
See you.
Have a nice weekend. All right? I still talk in Spanish. Tengo un visitante en clase, entonces me quedo con él. Pero Los demás pueden ir a descansar. Right?